Do pedestrian right-of-way laws impact your personal injury claim? Imagine walking across a crosswalk, following all the rules, and suddenly being hit by a car. You might wonder if the driver was supposed to stop. Well, pedestrian right-of-way laws are designed to clarify exactly that. These laws tell us when pedestrians have the legal priority to cross and when drivers must yield. They are a key part of personal injury claims involving vehicle accidents. Knowing these rules can make a big difference when trying to get compensation after an accident. Right-of-way laws usually give pedestrians the right-of-way in marked crosswalks, when they have a walk signal, or when crossing at intersections without signals. When pedestrians follow these rules, drivers are expected to slow down or stop. If a driver fails to yield and hits a pedestrian, they are often considered negligent. Negligence means the driver did not act with the care a reasonable person would. Both drivers and pedestrians can be negligent. For example, a driver speeding or running a red light is negligent. A pedestrian jaywalking or ignoring a "don't walk" sign can also be negligent. These laws directly impact who is at fault in a personal injury claim. If a pedestrian crosses legally and gets hit, the driver is usually at fault. This makes it easier for the pedestrian to claim damages like medical bills, lost wages, or pain and suffering. But if the pedestrian crosses against signals or outside a crosswalk, they might be partly responsible. Many states, including Texas, use a system called modified comparative negligence. This means if the pedestrian is partly at fault, their compensation gets reduced by their percentage of fault. If they are more than half responsible, they might not recover anything at all. When making a claim, evidence is very important. Police reports, witness statements, traffic camera footage, and photos help prove who had the right-of-way. Medical records show the injuries and connect them to the accident. Insurance companies and courts look at whether the pedestrian was crossing legally and if the driver was paying attention. Even if the pedestrian had the right-of-way, other factors like weather or the presence of children can influence the case. Legal professionals handling these claims gather all available evidence. They might also bring in accident reconstruction experts to clarify how the accident happened and who was at fault. Sometimes, special rules apply. For example, drivers have a higher duty of care in school zones or busy pedestrian areas. If a driver hits a child in a crosswalk near a school, they are often considered more negligent. On the other hand, if a pedestrian suddenly runs into traffic outside a crosswalk, the driver might have less liability. In summary, pedestrian right-of-way laws are more than just traffic rules. They are a foundation for determining fault and compensation in personal injury claims. Understanding these laws helps injured pedestrians know what to expect and how to build a strong case. Having legal guidance can be very helpful, especially when fault isn't clear or injuries are serious.